And working for you with some secrets to the millionaire's mind, Steve Siebold is the author of How Rich People Think. We welcome him to our show this morning. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it very much.
Thanks, Alan.
You know, one of the things that some people, everyone says they want to be rich. You pose a pretty interesting question in one of the things here. You go, will being rich bring out the best or worst in you? Because it's not cut out for everybody.
Yeah, I think it brings out, it reveals people. I think if you were a good person before you were rich, you'd be a good person after, and if you were a bad person, you'd be a bad person. Yeah.
One of the other things that kind of made a note here, which was kind of interesting to me, and it said on a scale of 1 to 7, with 7 being the most, how fulfilling is your current occupation? And if you didn't rate a 7, you need to spend the next year or 2 years trying to figure out what you really want to be doing.
Yeah, the wealthy seem to really love what they do more than anything else. I think it's really one of the foundations of their wealth, it's really their secret.
You know, you make a lot of distinctions about the middle class and what you call the world class, and all that sort of thing, the wealthy. One thing to talk about is that middle class focuses on saving, world class focuses on earning.
Right. It's the focus. I mean, saving is obviously critical, but they focus on earning. So they don't have to really make the big killing when in their investments, luckily for now, for all of us,
sure.
Right? So they focus on earning money, and then they can invest conservatively.
Now that's interesting, because the next thing you talk, middle class believes hard work creates wealth. World class believes leverage creates wealth.
Yeah, the rich leverage everything. 26 years I've been interviewing these people. They leverage their contacts, their credibility, their education, their knowledge, you name it, they leverage it.
And nothing more true than that, because even you're in negotiation for, say, a raise, if you have leverage, that's going to just increase your position.
No question.
Because you're in a win-win position. Because you go, you know what, if you don't get what I want, then I'm going to leave.
Right. It's a mind game. It's really a thinking game more than most of us realize, I think.
Fantastic stuff. And here's another point. Middle class believes getting rich is outside their control. World class knows getting rich is an inside job.
No question. It's about solving problems. I mean, there's all these new problems in the economy now. And here in Detroit, I know there's a lot of things going on here, a lot of opportunities. The rich are seeing it as an opportunity, whereas I think the rest of us are probably seeing it as a fear-based situation. But there's all these new problems to solve.
How do you turn things around, though? If you're a person who wants to be rich, you have the mindset, you know that's what you want to be, and yet you're so deep in debt, how do you turn that around?
I think you start thinking like a wealthy person. You've got to learn the differences in thinking. It's like they're living on a different planet. They think so differently than most of us are taught. So I think you got to learn how they think, and then you've got to adopt those philosophies and those ideals and those habits, and things will start to turn around.
You talk about learning how they think. One of the suggestions you say is to pick the one person or people that you admire, and they probably got a book out. So go ahead and read that book and find out what they did, what motivates them.
Or get around the rich. I mean, I've moved to their towns, I've moved in their neighborhoods, I've chased them all over the world. Alan, it's crazy stuff. And I've been lucky enough to be able to do that, but buy their books, get their tapes, go to their seminars, do whatever you have to. Maybe they're your neighbors, whatever it is, but get around them.
You know, I think I saw this in a movie. I'm not sure if this is true or not, but I think somebody says you can't be super rich or super motivated, because most people want a balanced life, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Sure.
But they want to go to the PTA meetings, they want to see their kids after school, whereas really successful people are very focused, and they have to cut away some of those other things in life.
You do sometimes, but you know, I spent half of the year on Lake Lanier in North Georgia floating on my boat, and I've done pretty well over the years, luckily, because I learned from the rich to leverage. And I mean, it really is more about thinking your way to it and taking action, not based on the thoughts. But leverage plays a game, allows you to play the game at a level where you don't have to work like crazy.
Yeah, interesting book. Okay, well, like I said, as I told you off camera, the sign of a good book that we have here is when everybody in the news was going, can I have that when you're done? Can I have that? The book is called How Rich People Think with Steve Siebold. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Alan. I appreciate it.
All right, Dina, over to you.
Well, kids need the right immunizations before school starts. You know that. I'll tell you how Wayne County children can have some fun and get their shots for free today. Al?